comes the radio guy with all new audio content for the broadcast industry with voiceover talent John Gale.
Yes, welcome to a Thursday edition of the Radio Guy. Hi everybody, John Gale with you on this Facebook live stream. We are also streaming on our YouTube channel, which is the Radio Guy. You can find us there, just search for me. Once you find my smiling face, just click on the channel and then you can easily just click that red subscribe button. You'll get notifications every single time that we load up brand new content to our live streaming events. We are going to be producing some voiceover radio broadcast production over the next 60 minutes live. You're going to see the production as it happens, mistakes and all. And if you are into audio editing, perhaps you own a internet radio streaming station. If you're involved in audio mixing, audio mastering, if you like Adobe Audition or any kind of radio broadcast production, this is the place to be. I'm a part of the RFN network. I'm a voiceover artist for them. I have been for the last 30-some years, believe it or not. Done lots of fun stuff like gaming, animation characters, of course, radio broadcasting, DJing, television announcing, corporate narration, and audiobooks. And today we're going to be doing some weather forecasts for the RFN network. That is the Radio Forecast Network, and we produce weathercasts for around 220 radio stations across the United States. We're just going to be doing around 15 or so of those today in Florida and Texas, Ohio, Indiana, all over the place, and you are welcome to tune in. As you welcome yourself into the comment section, please give us a hi, give us a little thumbs up, and tell us where you're watching from, what nation, what city, what state. We'd love to engage with you, especially if you're involved in radio broadcasting. That's how we create our community. We want to welcome Paul Cruz. He's watching from Zambia right now, and he's asking, what's in the Radio Guy mug? This is the Radio Guy mug. Yes, you might be familiar with it by now. It's a 20-ounce jumbo mug, now available on Zazzle.com. It's got the Radio Guy logo on the one side. On the back side, we've got the vintage radio broadcast announcer with the microphone, the antique microphone, and a little bubble that says, I've got a face for radio because you are too ugly for TV. And what's in the mug, Paul? We've got some Kroger brand Keurig. Yeah, it's the French vanilla cheap stuff again. But that's okay. It gets me going. And that's why I like coffee. I like coffee, and it likes me. We're going to get started with our first station on the list today, WKAL. It's a news talk station, an AM signal, 1450 in Oneida County. This is covering the cities of Rome and Utica, New York. This forecast will be airing today between 3 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 1450 WKAL. Let's put 29 seconds on the clock today. As you can see, we've got Adobe Audition CS 2020. It is our DAW. And in the first track, we have our WKAL music bed track there in track 1, my voice in track 2 with some denoise and mastering behind my head. We'll come back to this in just a moment, but let's first read the forecast. Paul says cheap is expensive, expensive is cheap. Yeah, it kind of depends. Kind of depends on what you like, right? It would be inexpensive, not cheap. All right. 29 seconds. Let's see what we got. Let's go to the forecast view and let you read along with me. So you can see we're going to start with the open up here at the top in this little box right here. Then we'll go, since this is going to be for this evening's forecast, we're going to go tonight, Friday, probably Friday night, maybe into the Saturday morning a little bit. And then we'll end up with this close down here at the bottom. All right, we'll start our timer now. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your official 1450 WKAL weatherbug forecast as we head into the evening. Mostly cloudy skies tonight. Light winds out of our east, a low temperature around 55. It'll be mostly sunny, a beautiful day on our Friday, a high reaching 75, with some showers possible overnight Friday evening, a low of 47. That's your latest official 1450 WKAL weatherbug forecast. I'm John Gale, 1450 WKAL, more stimulating talk radio. And that, my friends, is what we call a one-take Johnny G. We did it in one take, so we like to celebrate with some confetti cannons. Yes, sir, it's a one-take, Paul says. We're just going to trim out the voiceover in our DAW, our digital audio workstation. Here's the front of the forecast, the start of the weathercast for WKAL AM in New York. We're going to delete everything else, pull this back, Line it up directly underneath the music bed for WKAL's weather, and now we'll bounce down both these audio files together as one, combining them, marrying them forever in holy matrimony. We'll add some mastering and effects here, and let's take a listen to what we got. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your official 1450 WKAL weatherbug forecast as we head into the evening. Mostly cloudy skies tonight. Light winds out of our east, a low temperature around 55. It'll be mostly sunny, a beautiful day on our Friday, a high reaching 75, with some showers possible overnight Friday evening, a low of 47. That's your latest official 1450 WKAL weatherbug forecast. I'm John Gale. 1450 WKAL, more stimulating talk radio. Good read there for WKAL. We're just going to trim off the rest of that. Don't need that. And then we'll go up to the front. Tiny little millisecond of dead air that we need to trim, so it'll just trigger right into the music as it begins, and then we're a little over here. There we go. Now we're good to go. Control-Shift-E. It's the shortcut to bring up the export file window right here that will save this to my local drive, whichever drive I choose. We're going to name it WKAL AM80R, overwrite yesterday's forecast, Paul, because nobody cares about yesterday's weather. We want to know what's going on today. WKAL is in the can, and let's go ahead and find it for New York and send it as an MP3 over the internet via file transfer protocol. Hitting that button now, and off she goes over the internet directly into their automation computer on time. Good job, and it will trigger then this afternoon between 3 and 6. We're going to move on to Fairborn, Ohio. WGNZ and AM Signal is next. It's a Christian news talk station. We're going to close out this multi-track session we just finished for New York and open up a new one for WGNZ. They've got a jingle bed in track 1 of Adobe Audition. Say that 5 times fast. All right, we'll start our recorder in track 2 with some denoise and some mastering on it. If you just tuned in, welcome, welcome. We're glad that you're with us today. We're just doing some live radio broadcast production. We encourage you to give us some love and share and let all your friends know that you watch. Maybe start a little watch party or share it to a radio group page. That will be cool, and it always helps us to grow our audience. So thank you so much for doing that. All right, 28 seconds on the clock for this read. Happening this afternoon, the forecast will be airing between 3 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They got a fall share-a-thon coming up next week. We need to be out by 16 with the forecast. Here we go. Starting our timer now. From the Miami Valley's 24-hour weather center as we head into the evening, some light winds out of the south, mostly clear skies and a low temperature around 59. A chance of some showers, maybe an afternoon thunderstorm on your Friday, becoming mostly sunny with a high reaching 76 degrees. The WGNZ Fall Share-a-thon is October 29th through the 31st. Plan now to join us or donate online now at WGNZ.com. I'm WGNZ staff weathercaster John Gale. And that, my friends, yes indeed, it's another one to take Johnny G. Woo-hoo. Gonna trim it out using the razor tool. Pull it back and switch to the Adobe large screen view. Make sure you give us some Pac-Man emoji love, and we'll send it. We'll send it. I'll try to chew it on up for you. Alrighty, let's see where we're at. Let's line it up directly underneath the sting as it begins to fade out. We'll pull that back just, maybe just a hair more, just like that. Unmute the music bed, and we're going to bounce down both the audio files together as one, add some mastering and effects, and let's take a listen to the finished product. Here we go. From the Miami Valley's 24-hour weather center as we head into the evening, some light winds out of the south, mostly clear skies and a low temperature around 59. A chance of some showers, maybe an afternoon thunderstorm on your Friday, becoming mostly sunny with a high reaching 76 degrees. The WGNZ Fall Share-a-thon is October 29th through the 31st. Plan now to join us or donate online now at WGNZ.com. I'm WGNZ staff weathercaster John Gale. All right, that looks good for WGNZ. It's in the can. Let's go ahead and save it to the E drive. Here we go. Just trimming off the ends, making sure that it triggers right when it needs to. Not trigger like Roy Rogers trigger, but the file will trigger then right away. Having some interrupted video issues, it looks like, going on. I'm not sure with the stream. Looks like we dropped some frames, so I'm not sure what's happening here. We might be having some bad streaming today. I'm sorry about that, guys. If you get dropped, please join back in. All right, this guy is ready to be exported to WGNZ AM. Just going to copy and paste the file name, which should be WGNZ AM ADR. That's correct. There we go. Open it up, and here we'll find it as the MP3 in the E drive. WGNZ, where are you? HIG, there we go. WG, all right, FTP, and off she goes over the internet via FTP to Fairborn, Ohio. We're going to move on now to KULH. KULH is in Brookfield, Missouri. And it has a music bed. It is an FM signal covering the cities of Trenton, Chillicothe, and Brookfield. We're going to close out WGNZ's template and open up a brand new one for KULH. Has their jingle bed here in track 1, my voiceover in track 2. Highlighting in red there in real time right behind my head over there. And this is The Wave, a Christian contemporary format airing today. This forecast between 3 and 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let's put 28 seconds on the clock. And let's give her a shot. Here we go. Starting our timer now. From the Wave Weather Center, I'm WeatherBug weathercaster John Gale. As we head into the evening, a chance of showers and thunderstorms early on. More showers likely overnight with some gusting winds, a low temperature around 40. Showers are likely on your Friday morning, becoming mostly cloudy with a high reaching 47. Some gusting winds in the afternoon and some widespread frost Friday night, a low of 30. That's a look at the latest weather information from the Wave Weather Center. All right, I'm a little short of my 28, but I love the read. I'm going to keep it, and we're going to call it a one take. That's the third one take in a row for today's edition, this Thursday on the Radio Guy. Let's find the front of the voiceover and trim it out. With the razor tool, we'll show you that in Adobe Audition right here. We'll trim off and get rid of everything else. We're going to scroll back and line up the stinger as it begins to ramp down. Start our voiceover, and that should get us, we're going to be a little shy here of our 30. No, we're okay. We're really good. Let's go ahead and bounce down both these audio files together as one, adding some mastering and effects, some multiband compression, normalization, broadcast equalization. Let's hear it. From the Wave Weather Center, I'm WeatherBug weathercaster John Gale. As we head into the evening, a chance of showers and thunderstorms early on. More showers likely overnight with some gusting winds, a low temperature around 40. Showers are likely on your Friday morning, becoming mostly cloudy with a high reaching 47. Some gusting winds in the afternoon and some widespread frost Friday night, a low of 30. That's a look at the latest weather information from the Wave Weather Center. All right, that looks pretty good right there. I'm just going to trim it out and add a quick fade on the end here. Very simply done. Boom, shakalaka, boom, a perfect little fade. Let's scroll back to the front of this, and now we'll trim off just a little bit of couple milliseconds of dead air so it triggers right into the music. And now we can go ahead and save it as KULH-FM ADR. That's the file name, and the shortcut is Control-Shift-E. All right, overwriting yesterday's forecast, we'll go ahead and find it as an MP3 and send it to Brookfield, Missouri. KULH is in the can. There it is. Open it up. Hit that FTP button, and off it goes over the Internet File Transfer Protocol to the computer at KULH, the automation computer. All right, we're going to move on to KIUL. This is Wichita, Kansas, Western Kansas, Scott City, Garden City sublet, Lakin, and Syracuse. We'll close out the multi-track template session we just made for Brookfield and open up a brand new one for KIUL. It's a dry read, so we're just going to do a dry template that includes some denoise and some mastering on my microphone in track 1 right there. This forecast will be airing this evening between 6 and midnight. Let's see, that is going to be Central Standard Time. 30 seconds on the clock, please. All right, we have a freeze warning in effect until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Okay, let's give her a read, starting our timer now. Here's your Western Kansas weather for this evening. A freeze warning in effect until tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Otherwise tonight, patchy blowing dust, gradually becoming mostly cloudy and very windy. A low temperature, chilly 29 degrees. Sunny on your Friday, breezy and not so warm, a high only reaching 44. Mostly clear skies. Friday night, light winds out of the east, northeast, and a low temperature of 26. And sunny on Saturday, a high of 62. From the Weather Center, I'm John Gale. All right, guys, another one take for sure. We are doing great today, cooking with grease on the Radio Guy. Going to use our razor tool. We'll switch over here to Adobe Audition View and let you see the editing process as we trim it up. Pull back. We'll bounce it down to its own new audio track, add some mastering effects. Let's take a listen here. Here's your Western Kansas weather for this evening. A freeze warning in effect until tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Otherwise tonight, patchy blowing dust, gradually becoming mostly cloudy and very windy. A low temperature, chilly 29 degrees. Sunny on your Friday, breezy and not so warm, a high only reaching 44. Mostly clear skies. Friday night, light winds out of the east, northeast, and a low temperature of 26. And sunny on cold. Saturday, a high of 62. From the Weather Center, I'm John Gale. Boy, it gets cold out there in the west, doesn't it? Sometimes I tell you what, that is chilly already for this time of year. We're going to scroll up to the front end and go ahead and delete out the dead air. Let's see where that winds us up at. Just going to trim out some of this breath right here, and that should get us right to the 30 that we need to be. Yes, sirree. There, it's ready to go. Control-Shift-E is the shortcut, and we're going to go ahead and save it to KIUL AM, EV for evening. Just copying and pasting basically there. Overriding yesterday's forecast. Nobody cares about yesterday's weather. We want to welcome you to the Radio Guy. Make sure you say hi in the comments section below. Let us know where you're watching from. If you're wondering what we're doing some live radio broadcast production, some weather forecast for radio stations across the United States, like this one in Western Kansas. This is Wichita. KIUL AM. Let's see, KIUL AM. There it is. All right, we'll send that MP3, the finished production we just made of their weathercast, via FTP, file transfer protocol, right over the internet directly into their automation computer, where it will trigger then this afternoon. On time, good job. We're going to move on to KKGM. It's another dry read. No jingle behind me on this one, just my golden-throated warbling voice. 20 seconds on the clock for Dallas, Texas. KKGM 1630. Airing this afternoon between 3 and 6 p.m. This is a 20-second read for Southern Gospel format. Here we go. Starting our timer now. From the 1630 KKGM WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into the evening, a chance of some showers, maybe a thunderstorm overnight, increasing cloudiness, a low temperature around 58. Thunderstorms and showers likely on your Friday morning, the temperature falling to around 48 degrees, and cloudy Friday night, a low of 49. All right, that is another one take for KKGM. Woo-hoo! All right, we're going to trim it up using the razor tool. We like to celebrate those one takes, don't we? We'll get rid of everything else. Switch to the Adobe editing view here and let you see this process here. We're just going to highlight and delete, drag back the voiceover portion that we want, and we'll bounce it down to its own new audio file, add some mastering and effects, and we'll trim this up here in just a second, but let's audition the dry read for KKGM first. From the 1630 KKGM WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into the evening, a chance of some showers, maybe a thunderstorm overnight, increasing cloudiness, a low temperature around 58. Thunderstorms and showers likely on your Friday morning, the temperature falling to around 48 degrees, and cloudy Friday night, a low of 49. All right, that from the 1630. They just want a simple close on that. They don't want an outro because they will probably tag that themselves with their local temperature. So this one is ready to go. Control-Shift-E is the shortcut. We started about a half an hour earlier today, guys. I have a doctor's appointment later, so I wanted to make sure we had time to get it all in. So we started about right around 11 a.m., just before 11, and it probably threw you all for a loop. You're not used to seeing me this early. All right, KKGM, let's find you as an MP3 that we just saved for Dallas, Texas. There it is. Okay, open it up, and let's send it via FTP over the internet to Fort Worth, Dallas, 1630 a.m. All right, we're going to move on to Chiefland, Florida, from Texas to Florida. Boy, that was a quick flight. Moving on to Chiefland, this is Levi, home county of Station Dixie and Gilcrest. They've got their own jingle bed for WTBH FM. Christian format, airing this forecast tonight between 6 and midnight Eastern Standard Time. We're going to put 30 seconds on the clock, and I'm going to start my recorder over here in Adobe Audition. In the second track, we've got the music bed in track 1. 30-second read here. Let me show you that forecast view, and you can read along with me. We're going to start with the open up at the top right here. We'll go from tonight, Friday night into Saturday, maybe Saturday night, and then close with the outro here at the bottom. All right, let's start our timer now. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for tonight. A slight chance of some showers early on, becoming partly cloudy with some light winds out of the east and northeast. A low temperature around 70. More showers and thunderstorms are possible on your Friday afternoon, but mostly sunny skies the rest of the day and a high reaching 86. Showers and thunderstorms overnight Friday evening, a low of 68. And that's the latest forecast from 91.5 FM. I'm John Gale for Joyful Sounds Radio. All right, and that is another one take for WTBH FM. We're just going to trim it up. We are just cooking with grease today, doing these one takes after one take. Wow. Switch over to the Adobe editing view here. We've trimmed out the start of the voiceover, lining it up directly underneath the music bed. And now we'll bounce down both the audio files together as one. Right there they are, mixed, the voiceover and the music. Add some mastering and effects here, and let's take a listen. We'll trim off the end of the jingle, add a fade, and send it on its way. But first, let's give it an audition. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for tonight. A slight chance of some showers early on, becoming partly cloudy with some light winds out of the east and northeast. A low temperature around 70. More showers and thunderstorms are possible on your Friday afternoon, but mostly sunny skies the rest of the day and a high reaching 86. Showers and thunderstorms overnight Friday evening, a low of 68. And that's the latest forecast from 91.5 FM. I'm John Gale for Joyful Sounds Radio. All right, we're going to add a little fade here on the end of this jingle. How are we going to do that, John? We're just going to trim off a bunch of it because I think they gave me a 60. I only need a 30-second jingle, so we'll just take the rest of this, switch over here to the cam right view. Go up to the top under the tabs. There's a favorite tab. We want that. We've highlighted the portion of the voiceover production that we want to fade out. In this case, the end of the jingle for the weather bed. We've highlighted that in white. You can see the WAV file or the audio file there. Hit the fade out tool button here. Boom, shakalaka boom. A nice little natural fade there happening, okay? I like to use that fading process. You can also use this little trick right here. There's a little block, a little box up here in the right-hand corner with a little triangles in it, grayed out on one side. You just highlight that and look, you can add your own fade however you want it to be. You can do different types of fades, linear fades, different things like that. But I do like to use the effects tab trick for that instead. All right, also we're going to trim off just a millisecond of dead air on the very front so it triggers right on time. And now Control-Shift-E brings up the export file window. We're going to save it to WTBH FM, Florida. Overriding yesterday's forecast because nobody cares about yesterday's weather in Florida. We're going to move on here to the other side of the screen. Hello. And switch and find it. WTBH is in the can. Let's send it to Chiefland. All right. Open it up. Hit that FTP button and off it goes right over the internet into their automation computer. All right. A new station for the radio guy was added earlier this week. WTYJ FM in, let's see, this is Ferndale, Louisiana. It's a dry read for them. So we're going to close out the multi-track template session behind my head here. And we will open up a brand new, just a dry template that includes some denoise and some mastering right on my microphone. I've got some denoise on there because I'm real close to a computer fan. It makes a lot of noise. So we take that out before we even begin any kind of production. All right, this is for WTYJ and WMIS, the Weather Lab. 30 seconds on the clock for this forecast, airing today between 4 p.m. and 6 a.m. on an FM signal, WTYJ. Here we go. Starting our timer now. From the WTYJ WMIS Weather Lab, overnight mostly clear skies are expected, some light winds out of our east and southeast, a low temperature of 67. A chance of some showers and thunderstorms possible on your Friday afternoon, becoming mostly sunny with some calm winds and a high temperature reaching 83. A slight chance of some showers and thunderstorms overnight Friday evening, a low of 65. This is John Gale reporting. Partly sunny on Saturday, a high of 76. This is John Gale reporting. All right, I did 2 different takes there on the end because I was a little shy. So we're going to switch over back to the Adobe editing view here and trim it out, and I'll show you just a little trick that we can do with the razor tool to fix all that. All right, so we're going to bounce it down to its own new audio file, add the mastering and effects. Let's take a listen here to the 83. A slight chance of some showers and thunderstorms overnight Friday evening, a low of 65. Right there. All right, so this next part we don't want. We're going to take it out. And add this day part in right here, like so. All right, let's see. 55. Partly sunny on Saturday, a high of 76. This is John Gale reporting. All right, that'll be good. All right, we're still a little short. We're going to trim off the ends here and then do a quick expansion, some digital expanding here. Easy thing to do, and let me show you how it's done. We go over here to the top of Adobe Audition. We go to the effects. Then we're going to scroll down practically to the bottom to time and pitch effect right there. That drops down a sub-menu. We want the stretch and pitch process. We're going to change the current duration. We're going to digitally stretch the forecast from 29.68 to a perfect 30. All right, just going to type in the new duration box here, just type in the amount of time that we want it to be. And if it's within a couple of seconds, you won't really be able to tell any kind of difference. It doesn't change the pitch of my voice. But if you go beyond that, it starts to sound a little slurry or way too fast and pixelated. So we don't want that. All right, hit apply and boom shakalaka boom. A perfect 30-second read. For WTYJ, Control-Shift-E is the shortcut. We're ready to send this on its way to Louisiana. Or Louisiana. I don't know how you say that there. TYJ. Let's just find the file name real quick. Copy and paste. It's WTYJ FM AD4. And there we go. Copy and paste it there. Okay. All right, we're going to overwrite yesterday's forecast and move on quickly to the other side of the screen, finding it, and we'll send it on its way to Louisiana. Just doing some radio broadcast production. If you're just tuning in, we are glad that you're with us. Make sure you say hi in the comment section. Give us some likes and some love. And we'd love to engage with you a little bit, especially if you're involved in radio broadcasting or audio editing in any regard. FTP, off she goes to TYJ. All right, we're going to move on to WGRI, Cincinnati, Ohio. Closing out the template for Louisiana. This has got a music bed for an AM signal. GRI is a news talk Christian station. Inspiration 1050. WGRI. Open it up. Start our recorder here. We'll switch over to the TinyCam view. Actually, let's give you the forecast view again. I've had a lot of folks been wanting to see the forecast view more often. So here we go. We're going to start with the open up at the top. This is for tonight, 6 to midnight. So we'll scroll down here. We're going to start reading it tonight, Friday night into Saturday. That's probably going to be around it. It's only a 24-second read if we get that far. Then we'll finish up with the close down here at the bottom. All right, let's reset the clock. Start our timer now. From the Inspiration 1050 WeatherBug Center for tonight, mostly clear skies, light winds out of the south, a low temperature around 61. A chance of some afternoon showers and thunderstorms on your Friday, becoming mostly sunny with a high of 77 and more rain likely Friday night, a low temperature of 47. Partly sunny on Saturday, a high of 57 degrees. From the Inspiration 1050 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. And that, my friends, is a one take. It's a one take for WGRI AM, and we want to welcome Thomas Dutra to the house. Welcome, Thomas. Glad you're with us today, Tom. All right, gonna scroll to the front. Let's see. I think that's it right there. It might not be. Let me look. Yeah, we're good to go. All right, unmute the music bed right here. We'll switch to the Adobe editing view. Let you see that. Sorry. Bouncer down both tracks together, combining them. Add some mastering and effects here, and let's take a listen. Here we go. From the Inspiration 1050 WeatherBug Center for tonight, mostly clear skies, light winds out of the south, a low temperature around 61. A chance of some afternoon showers and thunderstorms on your Friday, becoming mostly sunny with a high of 77 and more rain likely Friday night, a low temperature of 47. Partly sunny on Saturday, a high of 57 degrees. From the Inspiration 1050 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. Nice read for WGRI. Just going to real quick trim off the rest at the back side, and again here at the top. Just a little half millisecond right there. Control-Shift-E, the shortcut, and we'll bring up the export file block there. Getting a little too excited, naming things wrong here. WGRI, just copy and paste that in there. AMEV for evening, overriding yesterday's forecast. Nobody cares about yesterday's weather in Cincinnati. We're going to find it as an MP3 that we just saved, and off she goes via FTP over the internet. All right, on time, good job. We're going to move on to Dayton, Ohio. WHKO, this is an urban signal, part of the Cox Broadcasting Group. You may be familiar with WHIO. This is their sister station, WHKO, urban signal. Airing 6 to midnight tonight. This has got a funky music bed that we like to dance, the lane dance with. So we'll start our recorder behind me on a second track of Adobe Audition. You'll see my voiceover highlighting in red. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock. Airing today between 6 and midnight Eastern Standard Time. Let's give her a shot. Here we go. Starting our timer now. From the 24-hour Miami Valley Weather Center for tonight, mostly clear skies, some light winds out of our south, a low temperature around 60. A chance of some showers, maybe an afternoon thunderstorm on your Friday, becoming mostly sunny with a high of 76. More rain likely with a thunderstorm in the mix. Friday evening, a low of 44. Partly sunny on Saturday, some light winds out of the north and a high of 56. And partly cloudy Saturday night, a low of 43. That's your Dayton area forecast from the WeatherBug Weather Center. I'm John Gale. And I think that's going to work. We're a little long, but we're going to call it a one take. Yes, we are. Here's the front of the forecast. Just going to trim it out. Using the razor tool, we'll switch back to the Adobe editing view here. Pull her back, pull her back, pull her back. All right, to shorten it up, I'm going to trim real tight here. Delete all this. That's the start of the voice right there. Now I'm going to look for a couple of long extended breaths. You'll see one right here. I'm going to trim right before I begin to speak and just do a crossfade over the top of the other. We'll do another one right there. Pull that over, crossfade there. And let's see where another one's at. Here's another one we'll do right here. Crossfade right over the top right there. All right, that's getting us closer and closer. Here's another one that we can add. Let's do 4 here. That's going to change my other one a hair, but it'll be all right. That one doesn't quite look right. We'll hear what it sounds like here in a second when we mix it down. All right, unmute the music bed, bounce down both the audio files together. Let's listen for all those crossfades, see if we can hear them. Add some mastering and effects, and dance along with me to WHKO's Music From the 24-hour Miami Valley Weather Center for tonight, mostly clear skies, some light winds out of our south, a low temperature around 60. A chance of some showers, maybe an afternoon thunderstorm on your Friday, becoming mostly sunny with a high of 76. More rain likely with a thunderstorm in the mix. Friday evening, a low of 44. Partly sunny on Saturday, some light winds out of the north and a high of 56. And partly cloudy Saturday night, a low of 43. That's your Dayton area forecast from the WeatherBug Weather Center. I'm John Gale. Good. Sounded good. Couldn't hear those crossfades. That's what we want. We don't want to hear them. No, we don't. Scroll up to the front. Where are we at? All right, we're good and tight. Control-Shift-E, the shortcut. Gonna go ahead and save it to WHKO. WHKO FM EV. I don't know what the frequency is there. If somebody wants to look that up, please do so. Let me know in the comment section. WHKO FM, Cox Broadcasting Group, Dayton, Ohio. WHKO. Here we go. Opened it up, and we'll send it via FTP over the internet to Dayton, Ohio. We're going to move on to Cincinnati now. WCVX is up next. Closing out this multi-track template session for HKO, we'll open up a brand new music bed for WCVX. Starting our recorder now. Let's see, this is a 30-second read. Airing today between 6 and midnight Eastern Standard Time, News Talk AM 1160. Here we go. Starting our timer now. From the Christian Talk 1160 Weatherbug Center for tonight, partly cloudy skies. No, that's not right. Reset. From the Christian Talk 1160 Weatherbug Center for tonight, mostly clear skies, some light winds out of our south, and a low temperature around 61. A chance of some showers, maybe an afternoon thunderstorm expected on your Friday, becoming mostly sunny with a high of 77. Showers likely Friday evening, a low of 47. This weather has been brought to you by Ketmoy, providing design, printing, and promotion services, 513-867-8800. From the Christian Talk 1160 Weatherbug Center, I'm John Gale. All right, and that looks good. It's a one take. I think it was a one take. Did I mess that one up? I can't recall. I might have. All right, we'll just trim it out anyway. Trim it out and get rid of everything else. Scroll over here to the Adobe editing view here. Pull her back, line it up directly with the music bed, and bounce down both the audio files together as one, the voiceover for CVX's weather and the music bed, mixing them. Adding some mastering and effects here. Let's trim off this end. And let's take a listen. From the Christian Talk 1160 Weatherbug Center for tonight, mostly clear skies, some light winds out of our south, and a low temperature around 61. A chance of some showers, maybe an afternoon thunderstorm expected on your Friday, becoming mostly sunny with a high of 77. Showers likely Friday evening, a low of 47. This weather has been brought to you by Ketmoy, providing design, printing, and promotion services, 513-867-8800. From the Christian Talk 1160 Weatherbug Center, I'm John Gale. If you are just tuning in, we want to welcome you to The Radio Guy. We stream live radio broadcast audio production each and every weekday, usually around 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, but today we had to go a little bit early today. We like to do this with all of the mistakes and all the fun that we have each and every day. So make sure you tune in. Let us know where you're watching from, what city, what state, what nation. But more importantly, you can follow us and you'll get notifications by doing that every single time we load up a brand new audio production video stream. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Welcome to The Radio Guy. We're glad that you're with us today. All right, we have just trimmed off the ends of this forecast for WCVX, a final production weather voiceover read. You could call it that for WCVX AM. Going to overwrite yesterday's forecast. Look for it here as an MP3 we just saved. All the files get saved as MP3s. Sorry, I'm popping my P's there a lot. WCVX, is that correct? Yes, WCVX. Open it up. Hit that FTP button. It's going to send it via file transfer protocol, kind of like a giant Dropbox in the sky, to their automation computer in Cincinnati. We're going to move on from Cincy to Chiefland, Florida, or no, Palatka, Florida. This is East Central Florida, WPLK. This is a nostalgia station, one of those We Play Anything stations. We've got a music bed there in track 1, my voiceover in track 2. This one airs today between 6 and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock for WPLK 800 AM and 98.3 FM. We have a coastal flood advisory in effect until 5 p.m. I don't need to worry about that because my forecast starts at 6. So we'll be, let's switch to the forecast view here. We'll start with the open here at the top. We'll begin with tonight, Friday night, maybe Saturday night, and then the close. All right, here at the bottom. All right, let's give her a shot. Starting the clock now. From the WPLK Weatherbug Weather Center for tonight, a chance of some showers and thunderstorms expected, becoming partly cloudy with a low temperature around 70. More rain showers and afternoon thunderstorm possible on your Friday, becoming mostly sunny with a high reaching 84. And some rain showers possible Friday evening as well, a low of 69. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3, Palatka. And that is a one-take read for WPLK AM and FM, Palatka, Florida. We'll switch over here to the Adobe editing view here and let you see the process as we trim it out. Unmute the music bed, bounce down both these audio files together, mixing them, combining them, add some mastering and effects here, and let's take a listen here to the finished product. From the WPLK Weatherbug Weather Center for tonight, a chance of some showers and thunderstorms expected, becoming partly cloudy with a low temperature around 70. More rain showers and afternoon thunderstorm possible on your Friday, becoming mostly sunny with a high reaching 84. and some rain showers possible Friday evening as well, a low of 69. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3, Palatka. All right, and this is the point of the stream every single day that we like to open it up for questions from you, the viewing streamer. If you have any questions regarding audio editing, mastering, radio broadcasting, production, anything like that, I'd be glad to answer anything that you have. Any personal questions, what I like to drink in my coffee mug, anything like that, we want to open it up to you. So just comment, give me your questions, and we'll take some time, if there are any, to go ahead and answer those on this Thursday edition of the Radio Guy. And back to the editing we go until those questions pop up. So we'll highlight and delete all that and get ready to send this to WPLK, Palatka, Florida. I don't even know where Palatka, is. All right, WPLK, let's find it as an MP3 and send it on its way via FTP over the internet and through the woods. On time, good job, right into their automation computer. We're going to move on to KIMX now. KIMX is in Cheyenne and Laramie, Wyoming. It is a CHR format, contemporary hit radio, KIMX. This is one of my favorite jingles, although I have a brand new jingle that's coming up in just a moment that you might not have heard yet. It's pretty cool. All right, we're going to start our track here in Voice 2 for the voiceover, and Track 2 for the voiceover. This one airs 4 to midnight. 4 to midnight Mountain Time in Laramie and Cheyenne. A dual read, we call it, because it's 2 different cities covered by the same radio stations. So sometimes we have to do very quick forecasts. However, they are very similar in their weather forecast for tonight. So I'm just going to read it as combined Laramie and Cheyenne. 26 seconds on the clock. What was that about? 26 seconds. Let's give her a shot. Here we go. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming, for Laramie, and for Cheyenne tonight, a slight chance of some snow showers becoming blustery and cloudy with a low temperature in the low teens. Mostly cloudy on your Friday, light winds out of the northeast, a high only reaching around 31, and partly cloudy Friday night, a low in the low. That's why I need. I was giving it a little prophetic, thing like that, since we didn't do it in one take. That's the first non-one take today. That's amazing. Here we go. One more read. Here we go now. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming, for Laramie, and for Cheyenne tonight, a slight chance of a snow shower. One more. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming, for Laramie, and for Cheyenne tonight, a slight chance of some snow showers becoming cloudy and blustery, a low temperature in the low teens. Mostly cloudy on your Friday, a high only reaching near 30 degrees, and partly cloudy overnight Friday evening, a low in the mid-20s. I'm John Gale on Wyoming's #1 hit music station. A little shy of my 26. One more read. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming, for Laramie, and for Cheyenne tonight, a slight chance of some snow showers becoming cloudy and blustery with a low temperature in the teens. Mostly cloudy on your Friday, a high only reaching near 30 degrees, and partly cloudy overnight Friday evening, light winds out of the south, and a low in the low 20s. I'm John Gale on Wyoming's #1 hit music station. There we go, finally, with KIMX's forecast. Let's switch over to the Adobe editing view here. No questions in the house. You guys are being awful quiet. We just have some stalkers today, I guess. That's okay. You're allowed to stalk. I personally like Jack and the Beanstalks. Green Giant. Ho, ho, ho. Remember that from the 1970s? All right, this is a jingle bed that ramps up with a cool little singing jingle and then begins to fade out. That's where we want the voiceover to begin. Right around right there. That looks good right there. Oh, didn't mean to add that trim. Undo that razor. Pull this back just a hair more. There we go. Unmute the music bed. Bounce down both the audio files together as one. The music and my voiceover. Add some mastering and effects. Take a listen to this. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming, for Laramie and for Cheyenne tonight, a slight chance of some snow showers becoming cloudy and blustery with a low temperature in the teens. Mostly cloudy on your Friday, a high only reaching near 30 degrees, and partly cloudy overnight Friday evening, light winds out of the south, and a low in the low 20s. I'm John Gale on Wyoming's #1 hit music station. All right, looks good for KIMX. Gonna trim off the ends here, as well as the front side of things. Control-Shift-E is the shortcut to bring up the export file window here. Gonna just name it KIMX FM EV. Overwriting yesterday's forecast. Nobody cares about weather in Wyoming for yesterday, and now we'll find KIMX and send it on its way via FTP. Okay, we can move on now to their sister station, K-Hat Radio, a country signal, same two cities. Sorry about that. Same two cities of K-Hat, Laramie and Cheyenne, Wyoming. I didn't mean to say that. You know I did. K-Hat. Alrighty. This is a really cool jingle bed as well. It's a donut. We're going to start our recorder now, 96.7 FM, airing today between 4 and midnight Mountain Time. 24 seconds on the clock for this puppy. Let's see what we got. Here we go. From the new country, 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and for Cheyenne tonight. A chance of some snow showers, cloudy and blustery with a low temperature around 11. Mostly cloudy on your Friday, very cold, a high only reaching 31. And partly cloudy skies Friday night, a low of 23. From New Country, 96.7, I'm John Gale. Have a great night. All right, and that is a one take for K-Hat Radio, K-H-A-T Country, 96.7 New Country. All right, got to trim it out with the razor tool. Oops, get rid of everything else. Hidey-ho, hidey-ho, hidey-ho now. Why do I keep adding trims? I don't mean to. All right, pull back. Line it up here directly into the end of the stinger. All righty, bounce down both the audio files together, add the mastering and effects. Let's listen here. From the new country, 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and for Cheyenne tonight. A chance of some snow showers, cloudy and blustery with a low temperature around 11. Mostly cloudy on your Friday, very cold, a high only reaching 31, and partly cloudy skies Friday night, a low of 23. From New Country, 96.7, I'm John Gale. Have a great night. That is cold out there in Wyoming. I tell you what, it gets cold out there in the desert, doesn't it? On a horse with no name, it's so good to be out of the rain. All right, tiny camera view here. We'll export the file to K-Hat Radio. K-Hat's in the can, overriding yesterday's forecast. We'll look for it here in the E-Drive and send it on its way to Wyoming. Chilly Wyoming. Wouldn't want to live there right now. Off she goes via FTP. On time, good job. We're going to move on now. This is the coolest new jingle that we have. KMAR in Louisiana. This is Winsboro, Franklin County, Louisiana. I'm not sure the format here. It doesn't say. If anyone wants to tell me that, you guys have been so quiet. It's been awfully, creepily quiet today. Thomas Dutra. Let me know if you can find out for me real quick. This is Louisiana, KMAR. They've got to open here. They want me to say the day part here. Starting our recorder, we've got 24 seconds on the clock. It doesn't say when this one airs, but it is for this evening. And it is Thursday evening. Here we go. Starting our timer now. In the KMAR Weather Center, here's your Thursday evening forecast for tonight. Mostly clear skies expected, calm winds after midnight coming from our south and southeast. A low temperature around 67. A chance of some showers, maybe a thunderstorm on your Friday afternoon, becoming mostly sunny with a high reaching 84. More rain showers Friday night, a low of 63. That's a look at your KMAR weather. KMAR weather. All right, looks good. And it is a one take for KMAR. Using the razor tool, we're going to trim it out. Trim it up, trim it out, trim it up, trim it out. Rawhide. All right, this has got a cool little jingle bed. You're going to dig this right here. Unmute the music. I'm going to raise up the music bed on this track. I did this the other day. It sounded really nice. We'll go 2.5. That's good right there. All right, looks good there as well. We'll raise up the voiceover again, too, just a hair. All right, bounce down both the audio files together. Add the mastering and effects that we need. Let's take a listen to the finished product. Here we go. In the KMAR Weather Center, here's your Thursday evening forecast for tonight. Mostly clear skies expected, calm winds after midnight coming from our south and southeast. A low temperature around 67. A chance of some showers, maybe a thunderstorm on your Friday afternoon, becoming mostly sunny with a high reaching 84. More rain showers Friday night, a low of 63. That's a look at your KMAR weather. Okay. The only thing that they wanted a little bit sooner is they want a second of no music at the end. So I'm going to zoom in here tight to the voiceover. Find a couple of spots that I can do the crossfade trick that we've shown a couple times today already. Just basically trimming out some breaths by doing a crossfade over them. Like so. One more we'll do right here. That one is a little tight. Let's look. Yeah, we're okay. And then this one. Good. All right, we'll rebounce down. Add the mastering. Let's listen again. In the KMAR Weather Center, here's your Thursday evening forecast for tonight. Mostly clear skies expected, calm winds after midnight coming from our south and southeast. A low temperature around 67. A chance of some showers, maybe a thunderstorm on your Friday afternoon, becoming mostly sunny with a high reaching 84. More rain showers Friday night, a low of 63. That's a look at your KMAR weather. All right, that's what they want, a little second of dead air jingle out there, the backside. So I'll just highlight this, trim that off, and again, here just a millisecond in the very front. Switch to the tiny camera view, sorry about that. Now we will hit Control-Shift-E. It is a shortcut in Windows to bring up our export file block in Adobe Audition CS 2020. Going to name the file name there in the top box. Overwrite yesterday's forecast. We will look for it. We saved it just then as an MP3 to my 5 terabyte SSD E drive inside my computer. KMAR's in the can. We will open it up, hit that FTP button, and off it goes via file transfer protocol. Like a giant Dropbox in the sky to Louisiana, it heads. And it'll trigger then tonight. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today's edition of The Radio Guy. I certainly hope that you enjoyed watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure that you subscribe to us on YouTube as well. Give us some love and some likes on your way out on Facebook, and you can always find us now on social media. Some great photos there on Instagram, the.radio guy. The Radio Guy pretty much everywhere else. We'll do it again tomorrow morning, 11:30. I promise 11:30 Eastern Standard Time on your Friday. Until then, take care of one another. Be safe. Wear your masks. Remember, Jesus loves you. So do I. Bye-bye.